What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. This is a video that I've wanted to make for a while now, and we will be discussing what timeline the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the wider MCU are in as of the Season 7 finale. It's one that was requested by you in the comments down below, so let me know in the comments what topics you want, covering everything DC, Marvel, and a bit in between. So please do subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us, and let us know if you liked it by dropping a like down below. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has somewhat of a turbulent relationship with the wider MCU, and the whole TV arm, including Netflix, were actually sort of kept away from the huge MCU toolbox. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was originally intended to be a companion piece to the MCU, and with Coulson's rebirth having been a mystery, I was excited for the MCU to have a weekly companion piece, an experience to expand upon the movies. It was actually quite genius when you think about it, but it soon fell by the wayside almost the minute it started. Ratings were an issue, and then with Coulson back, you would think that Steve Rogers would want to meet the guy who was his biggest fan. Then again, Fury probably planted those bloodstained cards. Irregardless, you'd think that the Avengers would be happy to know that he was alive, but that never really happened. We saw some crossovers early on with Nick Fury appearing and Lady Sif, but that was it. Once the big Hydra twist took place in The Winter Soldier, the show was essentially left on its own. The show zoomed forward, introducing Inhumans, which in reality could have been an Avengers level threat, but we did get one nice little bit, which is what the show should have kept doing, and that was Agent Coulson actually discovering where Loki's scepter was kept at Baron Strucker's Hydra Fortress, leading us to the intro of Age of Ultron. Then as time went by, there were little references to the wider MCU, and the crossovers turned into spiritual crossovers, with the themes of magic introduced with Ghost Rider just as Doctor Strange came out. Season 5 actually name-dropped Thanoss and the events of New York, but once Graviton was defeated and Season 5 was wrapped, that was it. Thanoss' snap seemingly did not happen as they moved into Season 6 in 2019, and it seemed like the show was just doing its own thing and chilling. The team then had to go on a time-bending adventure, obviously, in Season 7, until Fitz did a better job of explaining time travel than Endgame. Yes, time travel does work just like Back to the Future in the MCU. Fitz was in the quantum realm all season, waiting for that perfect moment to come out according to their plan. He had his own version of Doctor Strange's one single reality where the agents win. See? A spiritual crossover. So the team get it explained to them that time is a stream, and what they have done with their time travel is create branches of timelines, which means there are multiple timelines within the MCU. They've kind of made alternative dimensions and realities, and it shows that this could be a way to introduce the multiverse, but I don't think that's what Multiverse of Madness will actually be about. This means they need to return to the exact moment they left, or they would have changed the future forever. Fitz was the actual anchor between the prime MCU timeline and the new timeline, and that's how we can traverse the timelines. He is born of both. This explains why Steve Rogers could return to the present, be old, and have lived a life with Peggy, and not jeopardize the future, and everything that happened in Endgame happened. The past wasn't messed because he can hop timelines, as he is also born of both, and was able to use quantum tunneling. I'm just presuming there. One question is that Fitz didn't seem to use Pym particles, which is odd, and maybe he worked out how to create them. Yeah, there are plot holes there, but it does explain the lingering Endgame question at least. So we jump forward to 2020. After the agents have reverted to their prime timeline, things are off as the blip doesn't seem to have happened, but the world looks okay. New York looked ravaged, and we even see the Triskelion rebuilt. A few of you have mentioned that in my comments. However, what is curious here is that while it was destroyed in Winter Soldier and was also rebuilt in Spider-Man, so it was rebuilt, and that gives us an insight into what was going on. Damage control were actually taking away the crushed helicarriers damage control being set up by Mr. Stark himself. So that answers that question, and it seems like they just got on and just, had some Dunkirk spirit living during the blip. And, well, they would have had a power vacuum during the blip. But then again, why would Fitz make such a big deal about the need to go back to the true timeline just for them not to? It's a bit of a crummy way to end the show if you ask me, and I think that they are in the MCU's prime timeline. So let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and what kind of stuff do you want from us? Are you in agreement with me? Do you disagree with me? I want to hear all your thoughts. But please do drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe with notifications on if you want more. And I'll see you soon, and goodbye.